Hello, Culés. Welcome to the Barca Talk Café. I'm Gabriel Quiroga here in Madrid, Spain. And every Friday, Mariana Guzman of Conexión Deportiva and the ADN Barca podcast joins me from Barcelona as we talk the latest about FC Barcelona. Mariana, ¿qué tal? Feliz Navidad. ¿Cómo estás?
Hello. Merry Christmas, or should I say, Bon Nadal.
Oh, very good. Very good.
I'm studying Catalan next year in January. So,
Oh,
and English, and English,
yeah.
of course, English and Catalan.
Wow. All right. Well, we are recording this episode. It is going to come out for Christmas Eve, but this is basically our last episode of the year. As we were just talking before, unless there's some huge news or signing, then we will probably come on to record. But do you have any Christmas plans? I know it's complicated right now with COVID. I'm staying here in
Yeah.
Madrid. Are you staying in Barcelona?
Well, for Christmas Eve, yes, but for New Year's Eve, I'm going to Italy.
Mm,
So, we'll see. Now, I mean, it's complicated here in Barcelona with COVID. I have a lot
yeah.
of friends, co-workers. They are with COVID right now, so I don't know. It's really hard to predict what is going to
Yeah.
happen for a week. But the plans are Italy.
Yeah. It's crazy because uh, most people don't know, maybe in Spain, especially in December, we have these huge get-togethers from comida de empresa, which is like a meal with your company, but it's stronger than that. It's not just like the company party, right? It's like
Yeah.
you have these lunches with your friends and so forth. And like you said, I have some friends that have tested positive as well because of these functions that people are getting together. So I hope everyone's staying safe, and yeah, hopefully everyone can see their family during Christmas. Well,
Yeah.
Mariana, we have some things to go over today. Originally I thought it was going to be a very easy, short episode, but again, as Barcelona always comes up with new news, we have some things to talk about. So today we're going to talk about some of our thoughts about the Sevilla match. We're going to talk about the Ferran Torres signing. We have some Barca resolutions that we want to see Barca continue to do this year. And then we just
Yeah.
have to talk about Femení as they continue to dominate. So let's talk quickly about the Sevilla match that was Tuesday night at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Again, always a tough place to play. It
Yeah.
was raining a little bit, question mark, in the
A little bit.
game. But we've had a couple days now to kind of breathe and kind of see what everyone's talking about the match. What is maybe the first impression from that match? Obviously Barcelona come away with a 1-1 tie, getting only 1 point. What was kind of your first impression watching that match?
I mean, I have to be honest. I knew that it was going to be complicated, and for me, things were actually better than what
Mm,
I was expecting. So my overall feeling about this match is that Barcelona is getting better every match.
hmm
I mean, there are little things, there are little things that are a lot to correct still, but I feel like more positive about FC Barcelona right now. In Sevilla, in Sanchez Pizjuan, I mean, it's complicated as hell. And they were like, we are FC Barcelona and we're here. And of course, we have to talk about the goal. someone
Yeah.
needs to someone needs to score, and we're going to talk about designing and everything. But besides that, and those common mistakes that we're seeing, I feel Barcelona is getting better. I understand what Xavi is trying to do and what he's hoping to become. So so he's definitely bringing ADN Barça back, and it's a long way. It's a long way. I mean, it's not like, yes, Barça is winning. I'm not saying about winning. I'm not talking about titles. I'm not talking about all those things that fans want, because fans want to win and want to win titles and everything. I'm just talking about the game. I think right now Barcelona is going to play the way Barcelona should play.
Yeah, I think that's the best point. I mean, we're definitely trending, if you were looking in the right direction, right? Obviously, I think there was an opportunity lost in this match, especially playing with an advantage with Kunde getting the red card there. I think, again, we're still lacking that killer instinct for goal. I think we had enough shots, and in this type of climate, as we were talking in our WhatsApp group, you just sometimes need to throw the ball there and just to see what happens. And I think Barcelona were trying to do that. Again, we still have the issues with corner kicks and dead balls, especially on that goal to let Gomez free like that. And also, I watched the replay yesterday and in the sports show yesterday where, before the corner kick, PK was making sure that everyone was marked. And he told Abde, they had the audio where he's like pointing to the guy and Abde just was slow to react. And they had a nice set play. And of course, first shot, first goal against Ter Stegen. And again, one of the things I'm concerned, I would say, is probably with Ter Stegen's performance. I know that's a hard shot to defend, but again, it's another game without a shutout. What do you think about Ter Stegen? I mean, what do you think is going on? There was some news this week that was saying that he has a knee injury. Is this just something that's just everything is related with the defense, and we're just seeing Ter Stegen be more vulnerable because of that?
Well, of course, he's more vulnerable, like you said, because of the defense that we know is a problem. Yes, people were talking this week, not that he has like an injury in his knee, but this is a consequence of the surgery. Like after the surgery, he's not the same. That's what people are saying. I think it's all together. It's
Yeah.
the surgery, it's the defense. I think when people are starting to talk about that much about a player, that affects the player emotional. So I think he's not confident. And Ter Stegen was always so confident because he did this wonderful, like, oh my god, I can't believe he stopped that ball.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I don't know if you see that the last two matches was trending trending topic on Twitter. Ter Statuen, like
Oh,
I mean, that's kind of hard.
yeah.
That's painful for for anybody, but people sometimes feel like, oh, they're athletes, they don't pay attention to social media.
Yeah, but
Of
they do.
course they do, of course they do.
Yeah.
And it's like it's more complicated, but yes, he's not in his best. We all know that. I mean, and fans are starting to getting a little bit tired, but to me, he's still one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I think he should gain the confidence again because he's excellent. He's excellent. And actually, against Sevilla, he was playing his match. He was like celebrating 300 match with Barcelona. So he is good. So I'm really hoping that he can get back to the level that we know he has.
Yeah, that's a good point with the 300 matches. Now, I ran a poll up for our Patreon community about the most exciting youth player that our community is excited to watch besides Ansu Fati, and Gavi won that poll hands down by by landslide essentially. And again, I think Gavi had another great game. He's getting better and more confident. And the thing for me, Mariana, is I still can't get over how young he is and doing the things that he's doing.
Kid.
I know
he's a
he's. I was just thinking about this before we were coming out. I was like, what was I doing when I was 17 years old? Not playing for FC Barcelona, that's for sure, and having all this pressure, right?
I was watching Britney Spears video.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And was my thing at 17.
Yeah, and we have Gavi here performing at this level, and it's one of those things. Yes, we shouldn't put all this pressure on these youngsters, but at the same time, maybe it's a good thing because if they want to be superstars and elite players, then they will take this challenge. And I think our youth is really doing that, especially Gavi in the last two matches with the way he's turning. And, obviously he scored his first goal recently. And then obviously on top of just the way he's playing, I'm really excited to see what he can do in the upcoming season. Let me ask you this. I listened to your podcast with Alejandro, and I wanted you to kind of reiterate, what do you think of Abde's performance against Sevilla?
I mean, he is encarador. I don't know how can say encarador in English. Like he's really face to the arc. I don't know how do you say encarador.
Yeah,
I mean,
like I would just say, like he faces the goal, and
exactly.
I even talked about this on Twitter. Is that when he's facing the goal, he should take a little bit more shots because he always wants to go to the end line. And that to me bugs me sometimes as a former forward, because when you have that angle, you should be able to score. But yes, continue. Sorry to take the.
Yes, no, no, no. I mean, to me, he got the attitude, no, and he
Yeah,
tries, and we need that. We need players that try to score because, for example, Dembele
yeah. Oh
is
my
like,
gosh.
come on, you can try a little bit harder. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so yes, overall, I like Abde. I like him. Of course, he has a lot to learn. He had a lot
yeah,
of minutes ahead, but I'm happy, and I'm really happy and surprised with Ferran Jutula. I mean,
yeah.
he was from Espanyol. In Espanyol, they was like, you don't have the level to be here, and now
Yeah,
he's scoring with FC Barcelona at the Camp Nou. I mean,
yeah,
and this kid, Jutla, he's also encarador. He's like,
yeah,
okay, I'm here. What should I do? Should I score? Okay, here I go. Boom. And you just need that. And in this moment, you just need that a lot. So yes, I mean, like Jutla and Abde, they are wonderful. They are good players. And when we watch the midfield, we got Nico, we got Gavi, and you see, oh, I'm feeling optimistic.
yeah,
All of a sudden, I'm feeling optimistic with the future. I know that with this signing that we're about to talk about Ferran,
Fran, yeah,
and maybe Cavani, these kids are not gonna have like those minutes that much now because these players they're more important and got a lot of trayectoria.
yeah.
But it's such a good news knowing that if they're in the bank, that on the bench, that they can get into the field and change the game. So it's good news to me, all this young talent that Barcelona right now has. And like I always told you, like I'm a huge fan of Lopetegui. I don't
I
know
don't
if
know
you
why.
remember
I don't
that.
know why.
Why
I don't.
not? Why
Oh,
not?
he drives me crazy. He's such a
um,
nightmare. Oh my
no,
gosh.
but
You know why? You know why?
uh-huh.
It's because of the whole
Why?
thing with the Spain national team. He has, and I'm not a proponent of violence or anything, but he just has a face that sometimes I
What are
just want
you
to
gonna say?
punch. No, just sometimes that
No.
I want to punch. Just like when I look at him on
Why?
TV, the press conferences he does. Like for example, this past week, I don't know if you heard the questions that the newspaper guy asked him. He said, "What do you think about this?" And then he goes, "You could ask positive questions." What, really, Lopetegui? Like seriously? Like what?
I mean,
I,
actually, one of the reasons why I like him is how he handled all the situation with the national team.
oh my
Uh,
gosh.
oh no, I'm sorry. The way he handled the how he was invitado a salir of Real Madrid, because
Yeah, well,
if that happened to me, I was like crying on my bathroom floor and not like not watching football in my whole life.
yeah.
But the thing is that he talked about so positive about the young players, and I like that. It's like the guy is respecting the team because right now I don't think players or coaches are respecting Barcelona.
Well, of
So
course. I mean, I
to
wouldn't
me it was
either
like,
right now.
well, no, no, they should get respect. Of course they do. I mean, but I was like, oh well, I like that that he had like those words with the youngsters
Uh,
players. And if you
you just
wanna
you just love him too much. I see that.
not that much, not that much, not that much. But if you wanna talk about someone he's completely nasty at press conference, Robert Moreno.
Yeah, yeah. But then
I
he
mean,
apologized today. He apologized
I
today.
man, that's
Yeah, but
that's like the least he can do. If you
really,
wanna say that someone is getting nasty at press conference,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, it's
yeah,
like, what's your problem? And it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
new. This is not new, but anyway.
But this is one of the things that always drives me crazy about coaching now. It's not about, like, I don't understand why coaches stress out and yell so much, because it's about calmness under pressure, right? And Lopetegui, when I see him coach, I'm just like, I would not like playing for that type of coach, because he's just constantly yelling. and yelling like he's always right, and so there's a lot of things I don't like about Lopetegui, but we'll talk about that another really quick just to
Maybe
finish
we can do Sevilla podcast, not.
yeah, of course.
Well,
Just to
not.
finish, just to finish off this match, we got a
Yeah.
question from Tom, one of our patrons, and he just basically asked, he's like, "Is Jordi Alba's terrible play against Sevilla a sign of things to come under Xavi?" Now,
Mm,
let me ask you this. I think one of the issues right now is that there's nobody that's pressuring Jordi Alba for his spot, right? So he can
mhm.
have off and on. I think in this match he was average at best. What do you think? What do you think of Jordi Alba's performances lately? Do you think it's because of Xavi, maybe their amistad?
No, 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 not at all.
No.
I mean, no. I mean, Jordi Alba sometimes is okay. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like regular okay, and sometimes he can do a good match, but it's not like we're used to wonderful and incredible things with him all the time. Only suddenly with Xavi that has changed. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I think it's definitely important what did you just said about that he like no one is. I mean, he's not threatened by anyone. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like I am here and that's it. So yes, it's important that they can feel that pressure and that they need to like. I really need to work harder. So
Yeah.
of course, I think that's an important part of the theme. But I don't think he did a bad or terrible match against Sevilla. I mean, to me, it was regular, like
Yeah.
normal.
Normal. I like that.
Normal.
Just like in English, fine. It was fine, right? It was
Exactly. I mean, fine.
everything was fine. Well, let's just close the book on that because I really was hoping for the 3 points. The good thing though is Araujo scored the header to get the equalizer, and they played better in the second half. I mean, it's one of those matches where I feel Barca had better play, better opportunities, and they just couldn't convert. But again, that's going to happen in football. Again, I think, especially if we look at the last matches, I think we're definitely trending up. Our fitness is getting better. And I think ultimately with the new signing, who we're going to talk about in a second, I think that's definitely going to help. And so let's get into that. It was announced today, like officially, that Ferran Torres is coming from Manchester City. Your immediate thoughts about this signing?
Well, we talk about a lot that Barcelona needs someone who scores. So they're
Yeah.
like they're doing the homework.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
doing the homework. I mean, with Manchester, he has 16 goals
Mm-hmm.
in on 43 matches.
Okay.
So and with the national team, the statistic is better because
Yeah.
he has 12 goals in 22 matches. So I think that's good news, and that
Yeah. Yeah.
he can attack in any of the position as an attacking attacker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he can play as a nine, he can play right side with Dembele or left side with Ansu Fati. That he's polyvalent, no, so he can really he can you can change him. So that to me that's good news because the team needs someone who can, I don't know, like experimentar
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little bit. Like, okay, maybe we can try here or there, and that he can still score.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think, you know, when he comes in now, he immediately upgrades the attack, right? Because he can actually score goals, right? That's the main thing. His primary position is going to be on right wing, right? But right now, I think with Memphis out, I think he's going to be playing up the middle to see how he handles that with Memphis Dembele playing on the right. But like on the scouting report that I have in front of my face right now, it's saying his preferred position is on the right. So I think, when we are healthy, hopefully in February, with Ansu on the left, Memphis up the middle, and Ferran Torres on the right, that automatically gives us some teeth in the attack. And like you said,
Yeah.
he has a good, ability to score, especially with the limited time he's playing. I think that's really
Mhm.
important. And I think, he's coming at a time too where he can definitely be more free. And, he wasn't happy in Man City. And I thought that was a really interesting quote that Pep said today. I don't know if you heard his press conference today about players being unhappy and let them go, right? To let them
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to other teams and doing that. And also we got a good price out of him. It was, originally it was going to be around 45. We got him for 55. again, I don't know where they're getting this money. As we were talking in our Patreon community, we were saying, did they find this 55 million under the sofa, or what happened here? But I'm sure that's going to come to light. Any other things about Fran that excites you? Him coming to the team now, like you said, him playing for the Spanish national team has been really revealing. But now,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
a lot of our players now are on the Spanish national team, which is definitely elevating the play of Barcelona, and hopefully we can
Mhm.
carry that through, the beginning of January and February.
Yes, I think it's a good news that signing. I think he's happy to be back in Barcelona. He's from Valencia, and I think he's going to feel happy to be back on his homeland.
Sure, 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 sure.
So yes, I mean, and that of course he has to learn a lot with Guardiola. So I mean, it's like, to me that's good news with for Barcelona.
Yeah. And for our Patreon community, I'm going to upload the Ferran Torres Y Scout scouting report so everyone can take a look and just kind of take a look at his data and his analytics. I think that's really cool because Y Scout does a really good job of that, where they break it down by year and also like his runs and his targeting and stuff. It's really cool. So I'll definitely upload that for our community. All right, let's get into some fun talk. Mariana, let's talk about some of our Barca Talk Cafe New Year's resolutions for Barcelona. Okay. So you have something you want to talk about. I have something I want to talk about. Just something we hope that Barcelona will do in a positive way, right? And you have a great one. So I'll let you start off with your first. With the first annual Barca Talk New Year's resolution. So
Well,
what's your resolution for FC
my New
Barcelona?
Year resolution for FC Barcelona is that they keep evolving. I'm always talking about this is a process that Xavi is starting a new thing. So I just want them to keep evolving, to keep getting better results, and something that is as important as the result is that they can be again Barca, playing like
Yeah.
Barca, and that they don't lose that. So to me, that's like my resolution, that the team keep evolving, keep getting better, and all the players who are injured, please, they are they are now like in 2022, like safe and sound.
I think it is a good one. Keep evolving. I think not only, and I would not only say about on the field, and I would say off the field too.
Mhm.
I really hope that we talked about Laporta's faults this past season. Taking over in the second tenure, obviously with the Messi issue, with the money issue. I just really hope that they keep evolving. Maybe use a little bit better planning. Maybe use Microsoft Excel. Things like this. For all their things. But I think overall, I think it's a really good resolution. Like I said, not only the actual team to keep evolving, but also off the field. For me, Mariana, my New Year's resolution that I hope FC Barcelona is just focus on defense. I think it's one of the
Yeah.
things that drives me crazy watching these matches is the lack of detail on defense. Everything. There's nothing good we do on defense. There's nothing we do. Dead ball, fatal. Counterattack, fatal. Marking up man to man, fatal.
Yeah.
Offside lineup, maybe our best thing, but even that is still. There's a couple times you're like, oh my god, barely by an inch or a centimeter, and they were offsides. So I think for me, my Barca New Year's resolution is that they focus on the defense, because that to me is where you're going to be able to win a couple more matches if you tighten up the defense, especially against teams like Sevilla and Real Madrid. Especially this race is still kind of open, especially with Madrid not. I mean, they are winning, but I still feel that it's attainable to get close to them. We will see in the new year, but that's my New Year's resolution. What do you think about Barcelona's defense
No,
as their
I
resolution?
couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the defense is like I was and I never talking like this is like the big tragedy of Barca. I mean, it's like the big drama. So yes, the defense, of course.
I mean, we have Dom who does a Barcelona newsletter, and he does
Mhm.
like data and analytics and stuff, and it's really cool. And I tweeted at him and I said, "Can you please do one of your topics coming up about Barcelona's defending on corner kicks and also on corner kicks, because I think they're the worst at both."
Hmm.
Tell me, like, for example, who's better at defending corner kicks, Barcelona or Elche?
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I'm being serious. It's like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
Barcelona always gives up corner kicks all the time, and it just drives me crazy. Ever since like Liverpool, I'm hyper focused on corner kicks, and it just
And
seems that way.
actually, now that you mentioned Elche, that was the last match here in the Camp Nou.
Yeah,
I mean, you when you watch the game, you didn't I didn't feel like, oh, what a difference of level. It's
yeah,
like, no, I mean, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but it's Elche. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
they were like on segunda división until, I don't know, 2
2 years ago,
seasons
yeah,
ago,
yeah, yeah,
exactly. So, man,
yeah.
wait, I mean, I was like, wow, 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 wow. But still, even on
You,
that Elche match, I saw positive things
of
from the
course,
young players. So
but
you
that's the
can,
thing is
yeah,
our team, like you said, the talent level is really even right now. So that's why
yeah.
the matches are going to be so even. We have some Barca resolutions from our Patreon community. So the first one comes from Tom. He says his FC Barcelona resolution is to sign a world class right back. Obviously to push that, and I would even say it doesn't have to be world class for me. I would say an above average left back to
Hmm.
push Alba out, because that's the thing is we need competition on this team, because that's what's going to push the level of this team. What do you think about Tom's Barca resolution for a world class right back? I mean, world class. I mean, that's
It's
really difficult to find.
well. I mean, it's nice that he is doing like I want world class,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it is important, and of course that rotate players to avoid so many injuries. That that's really an important part of the planification.
Yeah, of course. And that's the thing, right? World class. And again, this is one of the reasons why Barcelona got into trouble with trying to
Yeah.
find all these world class free agents. And they just really need to, again, just with your resolution with keep evolving and finding talent in La Liga that are not superstars but are trending up to develop them, like Pedri, for example, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We have
yeah.
another resolution from Carlos, who I had a heated debate today about Sergio Ramos in our Patreon community. What's up? He asked here, he said, to keep incorporating Gavi, Nico, Pedri as the midfield unit and figure out the correct attacking combo with Ferran. So I think that's a really
Yeah,
good, yeah,
nice, nice, nice. Yes, I mean, I see Gavi, Nico, Pedri, those three names, and I get excited.
yeah, for sure, for
So,
sure.
yes, yes, definitely.
Could you read us Mustafa's Barca resolution?
Yes. He's saying my Barca resolution is for us to beat Madrid both times in the league next year. It's been a while since we convincingly defeated them. So yes, nice. I mean, El Clásico is incredible. I mean, it's such a wonderful match to see, to be there. So yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. We have not fared well recently against Madrid. They've beaten us, I think it's two out of last time, or maybe three times. I mean, I've lost count now. But yes, the first goal, obviously, I think Xavi is going to bring that importance to the Clasico and that
Yeah.
urgency to the Clasico that I think maybe we were lacking under Koeman, especially maybe Setien before that. So I think that those are some good resolutions. Speaking of Madrid, uh,
Speaking of.
let's finish off the podcast with it. I mean, to me, Mariana, I mean, obviously with all the news and the drama of the men's team, great. I that keeps me involved. But really, the joy, the crown jewel of this year has been the Femini. When I had Jose Morataya from the LA Pena last week, he was telling us that they always do a new scarf. They do a new scarf every year, and
Okay.
this year they put the Femini triplete in their scarf, which I thought was
Nice.
really awesome, right? The Femini, Mariana, again, I put this in our notes. They haven't lost since June 1st. Yo flipo.
Wow.
I flip out of that. Like, that's incredible. Also, more than 100 goals scored. And most importantly, Mariana, only allowing, I think, 4 goals or five
Yeah.
goals. It's,
I mean, the thing with FC Barcelona Femení is that they are really out of the league here. I mean, they are. When I watch the Femení on the Cruyff, they always win, but they don't always win like 2-1. No,
no.
no, it's like 5-0. I mean, it's like I never seen those girls losing. So I mean,
Yeah.
So they're incredibles. Something really important happened this year, and we need to talk about Alessia Putellas winning
Yeah,
Balón de Oro. I mean, that changed so much. I mean, she was like having, I don't know, like 500,000 followers on Instagram, and now she's like, I don't know, more than 1 million. Now she's on so many um comerciales,
yeah, yeah,
advertisements. So I mean, it's so important what this girl just did, because she is like the second Spanish to win a Balón de Oro. So the first one was Luis Suarez, who was also an Spanish.
yeah,
So she's wonderful. She's wonderful. That of course puts the team even above that, so above everything. So yes, I mean, to me, they're of course winning again La Liga, La Primera Iberdrola. To me, they're winning Copa de la Reina, the Queen's Cup,
yeah.
and champions. I mean, they have of course all the possibilities in the world to win again. But yes, in Champions League, there's a lot of teams that can fight.
Yeah, yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah,
But I mean, man, I would love it if they won a triplet that back to back. I think for me, that would be not only an amazing accomplishment, but also just put the women's team even further. You know,
yeah,
they were talking, Mariana, I don't know if you saw this in the news that, for the Clasico against the Real Madrid women's team to play at the Camp Nou for the
yeah.
Champions League, right? Wouldn't
Oh
that
my
be
god.
awesome?
Yes, yes, yes. I hope. I really hope that. I really do.
I mean, they just, they won again. I think it was yesterday, 7-0 against the Madrid club, not Real Madrid, but another Madrid club. And Mariana, like you said, it wasn't just 2-0. It's like 4-0 in 30 minutes. And
Yeah.
these are golazos. Like, did you
Yeah.
the highlights of them are just incredible. As watch like not only I love to play, I love to watch, just seeing the talent and the way they play together. They are better than they were last year. I think
Yes.
I
They
mean,
are
they're
better every match. they
yeah.
they are they're constantly getting better. It's incredible. It's so incredible.
What I think it's incredible too, two things: new coach and also new team. Essentially, they
Yeah.
really recycled the team and improved it. Like for example, Oshuala is not even playing right now, and they're still
Hmm.
scoring all these goals. You bring her in the fold, you take her in the rotation. It's crazy. I mean, I can't get enough of this team. Like just like you talked about your resolution of keep evolving. I really hope they keep pushing and pushing to get more people involved to watch the Feminine, because I think it's just such a great product and they're such a great team. Mariana, let's finish off. We have one last Patreon question before I let you go for the holidays. Tom was on fire. Tom has
Yeah.
been part of our Patreon community for a while, and he messaged me because he wasn't in our WhatsApp group.
Oh.
And after the couple weeks ago, he messaged me. He goes, "What's the link to the WhatsApp? I need a Barca Talk support group." And so he came into the fold in our WhatsApp group. He was and he has been an active member. I mean, just alone today, he sent us a bunch of questions, and he's going to finish off the episode.
Okay,
Uh,
nice.
you
I
know,
mean,
and his
I'm just
question is,
reading.
yeah, his question is very simply, who
Yeah.
is Barca's Santa Claus, Laporta or Xavi? What do you think? And then he said, and he goes further.
I just love it. Yeah, it was Kuman the Grinch. That's
There
just
you go.
brilliant. Well, definitely. I mean, if Santa Laporta gave Xavi everything he wanted for Christmas, should Xavi have put it right back on his letter to Santa or another center back? I mean, who is Santa Claus? Oof, I
Yeah,
think. Well, I think Laporta, because Laporta is the one who can say I put my money right there.
yeah,
He's the one who's like that final, like this is what we're gonna do. I mean, Xavi, he's like the kid writing his wish list.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. So yes, I think Laporta is Barca Santa Claus in a en un mundo paralelo.
I just wish that Santa Laporta would have just hired Xavi at the beginning of the season. And I think
Yeah.
because we would have had these feelings right now that we're having right now in October,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
trending up and seeing the team and going like that. That's the only thing I'm still not upset. I'm just annoyed by that. But hey, it's going to be a new year. I'm excited to see what this really young team, can do. Mariana, it's been a great season. We will talk soon. Merry Christmas, and I hope you stay
Merry
safe.
Christmas.
And we will see each other soon.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to our Patreon community, and I just really love to be part of this support group myself.
It is awesome. And like today, for example, on Thursday we had such a big. I don't know if you saw it today. We had this
Yeah,
big debate about Sergio Ramos.
yeah, I
Is
was reading a
he?
little bit.
Oh my God! Is he a world class defender? And Carlos almost gave me a heart attack 3 times in the chat towards me, but I think we finally cleared it up. So, Mariana, thanks for always participating and sharing your pictures when you go to the match. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon in person. I'm trying to,
Yay!
obviously, with COVID and stuff, but it's been a great season, Mariana. And like I said, stay safe and we'll see each other soon. Hasta
Bye
luego.
bye. Adeu.